going to do our Bible verse, all right? You remember the motions? What do you do when you are strong? What do you do when you're courageous? How do you say the Lord? All right, get ready. Be strong and courageous, all of you who hope in the Lord. All right? I want you, not me, to say the very end, the Lord. And you need to say it loud enough so everybody can hear, because that's how we'll do it tomorrow. Be strong and courageous, all of you who hope in the Lord. Very good, thank you. Have a seat. We have one more story to hear this morning. This morning we're going to hear about Gideon. I need Mary and Molly, maybe. Will you guys help me this morning? Okay. Which do you want to hold? Question mark or the M? Question mark. That leaves you with an M. So you can be over here. And you can be there. And let's learn the M first. If Mary holds up the M, all of you have to say Midianites. That's the name of the people. It's a weird name, but that's what they were called. Midianites. And then it goes like this. Midianites, ites. You say it 5 times. Midianites, ites. Okay? Whenever she holds it up. When Molly holds up the question mark, all of you together say, going, gone. Try it. Going, gone. All right? Okay. In the story of Gideon, I also need there to be an angel. Annabelle, can you be the angel? All right, stand up. Lauren, can you help her get into a costume? Here we go. All right, Annabelle, in a minute you're going to have to use your imagination. All right. I also need someone to be Gideon. Gideon is a mighty warrior. Can you be the warrior? He is a soldier. He's strong. All right? You have to be ready to fight thousands of people. All right? You can do it? All right. Come sit in the chair right here. And in a little while, we'll see what's going to happen. This is Gideon. That's the angel. Do I have everyone I need? I believe I do. All right, here we go. The story of Gideon. You know, for the longest time, after Moses led the people to the promised land, those people would either be complaining and God would hear them and take care of them, and then they would be okay for a little while, and then they would be complaining again. And something wasn't right, or they needed God's help, and God would help them again, and it'd be okay for a little while, and then they'd start complaining again. It went on for years and years and years. And no matter what great thing God did, the people soon forgot about God, and they didn't serve God. So, in the days of Gideon, the people did such bad things that God allowed the Midianites to swarm over the land like bugs. Midianites. Oh, there were thousands of them, like bugs all across the land. The Midianites camped everywhere. They destroyed the crops. They killed the animals. Midianites. And God's people, with Gideon, fled You're going to say it. Help us. Help us. Help us. And you know what? God heard the people's cries. And God sent an angel. How are you going to be an angel? How do you fly? Well, figure it out. I'm going to help you. I'm going to help. Let go of you. Maybe it's more like a ghost, but anyway. Okay, fly back this way. All right, you got to go to Gideon. Do you remember who he is? There you go. Gideon's right here. All right. Very good. All right. God sent an angel to Gideon to lead God's people. And the angel said, God be with you, mighty warrior. All right. So the angel said, God's going to be with you. Early in the morning, you can go and stand with Lauren. You might be needed again in a minute. Okay? Early in the morning, Gideon gathered all of his men together. And do you know how many men you had? 32,000 in your army. They were ready to fight the Midianites. Midianites. But God said, Gideon, you have too many men. Send the men home that are afraid to fight. And you know what? 22,000 men ran away because they were scared. And they went home. They were going, gone. All right. Gideon looked over his army again. Now he only had 10,000 men, and he thought, this will never be enough. How am I going to beat the Midianites? Midianites. And then you know what God told him? God said, Gideon, your army is still too big. I want you to take all of your men down to the water, and I'll sort out for you the ones to keep. And so Gideon took his men down to the water, and he told them to drink the water. And God said, you watch all these men, and the ones who lap up the water with their tongues like a dog. What would that look like? How do dogs drink water? All the ones who drink up their water, lapping it up like a dog, those are the ones you're going to take. And all the ones who bend down and scoop up the water in their hands, send them home. Isn't that weird? Oh, but that's what happened. And so Gideon sent 9,000 more soldiers away. Going, gone. Whew. Gideon looked at his army, and you know how many he had now? 300. That's all you got left. 300 men. And he thought, this will never be enough. How am I going to defeat or beat? How am I going to beat the Midianites? Midianites. Whew. Well, God told him, go and fight. Take your 300 men and go and fight, and I will give you the victory. And you know what he gave Gideon to use? This is what he got to fight with. A trumpet, Can you make a trumpet sound? Blow the trumpet. No, it won't do. You got to make the sound with your mouth. How would you do? That's good. That's good. You know what else God gave him to use? A clay pot. Don't you wish you had a sword? Yeah, that's not what God gave Gideon. God didn't give him any swords. God didn't give him any bow and arrows. Nope. He got a clay pot and a trumpet. Can you trumpet again? Yeah, that's all you get, and you got to go fight those Midianites. Midianites, So, Gideon told the 300 men, follow me.
Follow me.
Do exactly what I do.
Do exactly what I do.
All right, here you go, right? Off to war. Blow your trumpet. Break your clay pot. Don't really break it. You might leave it down on the ground somewhere. But yeah, there you go. Blow the trumpet. Maybe you go all the way around the group. All right, make a big march. Blow your trumpet. Keep blowing. You got to get them ready. They're going to fight a big army. You got to make a lot of noise. Help him blow. All right. And when Gideon and his army got close to the Midianites, when they blew their trumpet, and they broke their clay jars, do you know what happened? It made such a big noise, and it woke up all the Midianites, and they were running all around. The Midianites ended up running out of their camp, going, gone. And Gideon and his people, they had the victory. Good job! And as long as Gideon and his people served God and didn't forget God, they lived in peace. The end. Can you take a bow? And a bow. Can the angels take a bow? Very good. Can the card holders take a bow? Thank you. That was a great